Hi guys, you're welcome to today's tutorial. My name is Daniel Lawaye and I'm the CEO of Olania Art Academy. This is another edition of ABCD, Anybody Can Draw. And today we'll be talking about the app tool we need to make grid lines. From our previous tutorials, we talked about how to make grid lines, the necessary tools, the pencil, the eraser, the ruler, and the paper. So now I also made mention in the previous tutorial that you would need app which you'll be using to make the grid lines on your pictures, either the ones you downloaded or the one you snapped and the likes. So today we'll be talking about Drawing Grid Maker. This is it right here, Drawing Grid Maker. This with the blue icon on the brush. So now I'm going to open it. Just in case you are opening for the first time, you would see this interface. So this interface, oh sorry for the ads, it always occurs because once you subscribe to the premium you won't be seeing all of these ads. So now the first icon here you would see it actually opens the file you want. If you click it now, you would actually see the pictures. Probably you want any picture, you want to import a picture, and from your gallery you would have to click that icon. But I want to explain all the tools first. The second one is a save icon. Once you're done with whatever you want to do here, once you click this second one, you can see the cursor, it will save it up for you in your gallery, which you'll be able to use. The third one is the print. Once you click it, if you're connected to your printer, it will print it directly from your printer. The fourth one is actually the horizontal line, because the grid line is made of both horizontal and vertical. So this will help you. Once you click it, it will bring an option of how many numbers of horizontal lines you need. And same for the next one. This is the vertical line. The vertical line, once you click it, it will bring out a like this. It will bring something out like this, like how many numbers of colons do you want. Yes, how many number of colons you want. So once you input it, it will bring it up for you. So this here is also the this is the red, the green, and the blue. Red, green, blue. It helps you to pick any color you want for your grid lines. We will practice everything. I just want you to understand what each tool means, so by the time we begin to use them you won't get lost, so you also understand. And this second to the last here is the thickness of the grid line. This one, by the time I majorly use one, sometimes I use two depending on what my eyes is okay with. So majorly I use one. And then this last one is actually the watermark. Pay for the app once you pay for the app, you won't be seeing this anymore. So this line here, this square here I'm clicking, you can see something change. It is telling the system that you want each of the boxes, like once you create your grid line, you want each of them to be equal. So that's what this one does. This one too is also the diagonal. If you click it, we would all practice everything, but these are the major ones I want you to understand. So now let's import our picture. So I'm going to use a picture from here. So assuming I use this. Okay, so now you can actually zoom in and zoom out. So as you can see now, you can see that there is a black line and the grid lines are very big. So there are questions you should ask yourself concerning your drawing. Do you want to make it very big? Do you want to make your drawing small? Do you want to make it extra large? So this question, if you answer them, will determine the kind of grid line you'll be using. So now that we have our picture, remember we use this first icon. We'll be using this very soon. I need to make this a square. See what happens when I click this. Can you see? So most times I usually prefer to leave it on a square. And this is what happens next. Because I want to draw on a 16 by 20. If you go through your calculations, well, I use 2 centimeters on my ruler to make my grid lines. And this is what I do. I come here and I type 25. Because of my calculations, I'll teach you how to do that later. Done. So once I do this, can you see what happens? I have 25. So if you count it well, you should have 25 on the vertical and the other should be around 20. And now for the next one, we'll be going to this tool here. So this tool, we are going to change the color of the grid line. We don't want black because it's actually entering into the picture and we can't really see it well because black, you see, at this point I can't see. At this point I can't see, at this point I can't see. So the best thing is to change it. I usually make use of the red and I click OK. So by doing that, you would see that you can see almost all of every part of it. And if you feel red is not okay for you, maybe you want to make use of green, you reduce this and you increase to green, and whatever is capturing to your eye, yeah, I think green is better. So this will help you such that when you're drawing, you're able to see every corner, every detail of the picture. So lastly, I would want to click this. This is actually telling me the size of the pixel, the size of the grid line, how thick you want it to be. Imagine I use 5 for example. You can see how thick it is. So that's what this does. It helps you reduce and increase the size of the grid line. So 3 for instance, you see. So that's why I make use of 1. So this is it, 1. And lastly, we have to save so that we can draw. So now that we've saved our picture, we can go to our gallery to access it. So that'll be all for Drawing Grid app. So if you have any questions relating to Gridline and this grid app in particular, please feel free to DM, just WhatsApp me or leave me a message in my email. I'll be happy to reply you. Thanks for watching. See you in the next tutorial class. Bye.